The Bath years, I think, are so interesting. So she moves there in 1801. Her father, by all accounts, abruptly decided to retire, and he passed on kind of his parish to his oldest son, James, and they up and moved to Bath. And it must have been quite a time of upheaval. Now, the Austens had been to Bath before. They'd visited there. They'd had, a fun time there. I mean, Bath in the 18th century was a really thriving, kind of exciting place. It's a spa town. It's a place where the season's happening. It's another kind of urban centre to go, enjoy, see and be seen. And as you're kind of tipping into the 19th century, it's becoming almost slightly less fashionable, but there's still a lot going on there. And it's when you read about people talking about her time in Bath, it's a really interesting kind of period of about 4 or 5 years where it seems like she didn't really write much, but Bath appears in 2 of her novels. It's really pivotal. And it's hard to you don't want to infer too much and put your own opinion on it. But I mean, she writes, her heroines kind of find their peace in Bath, in Persuasion. Anne Elliot's supposed to be the spinster heroine. And she eventually is reunited with her long-lost love in Bath. Now, to me, that says she enjoyed it. There were things about Bath that she really loved, even though it was a difficult time. It was a time when she lost her father. Their circumstances suddenly became very, very difficult because, of course, they'd relied on her father's income, and now they had to rely on all of her brothers. And they gradually moved around a few different addresses in Bath and kind of went from down in terms of gratification of neighbourhoods. And then eventually she left Bath and went to stay with her brother Frank in Southampton. And it'd be a few more years until she gets that security again at Chawton in Hampshire, which is now the Jane Austen's House Museum, where she lived for the rest of her life. So it was a time of kind of uncertainty, but also, I guess, a time of a lot of excitement and different things happening. And it must have been such a contrast to her village upbringing, to live in this urban centre and that to be her home rather than somewhere she was just visiting.